Hi everybody, and welcome to Q&A Wednesday. It's Facebook Live. We have a special time and a special guest, and I'm excited to be here tonight. This is my good friend Faith. We've actually known each other now since the fall of 2012. We met because she actually did my very first fitness photo shoot, and it was quite the interesting situation, but we love each other. We've known each other for a while. Faith is an amazing woman. She actually multifaceted. She has a photo studio, does an amazing job. She also is a personal stylist and image consultant. She's also entrepreneur on multiple levels because she now owns a new boutique called
Hello Cali.
And it is wonderful. It's actually lingerie, very stylish for any size woman. What I love about Faith is that she and I actually have really common goals. Our goals are to help women feel empowered and feel beautiful in their own skin and to gain confidence through whatever means that we can possibly instill in them. So tonight we have her on here because we are going to talk a little bit on how to dress a changing body with your size and everything that goes with it when you're getting in shape and getting healthy. There's certain things that change, and we want to talk a little bit about that. So how you doing, Faith?
Good.
We don't even see each other very
I know,
often.
This is a treat.
It is. It takes us doing something crazy like this to get together, but we're okay with it. So we talked a little bit about how important it is to what do clothes say about us?
So in short, what we're doing is when we get dressed in the morning, we're communicating. So
Absolutely,
sometimes
okay.
we're communicating with ourselves. Well, we're always communicating with ourselves, whether it's good or bad. But we're also communicating with people around us and the people that are closest to us and the people that are meeting us for the first time. So if you think of dressing as a form of communication, that's really what I teach.
Excellent.
And it's multifaceted because it's yourself, it's your confidence and the way you're feeling, but also how other people feel about you. So there's different aspects to that.
Do you think that people might treat you a little bit differently if you're a little more, say, dressed up than, say, wearing something comfortable when you're going different places?
I don't know about comfort. I mean, you can be comfortable and be cute and stylish, but it's more of how you're feeling and how you're putting out your persona. And if you're not feeling good in your clothes, then you just aren't going to be portraying yourself in the best light. So
Absolutely. Okay, very good. Well, I have a really good question because I hear this a lot with my clients. They talk about wanting to reach certain goals when it comes to a healthy lifestyle. And so a lot of times they'll say, well, I'm really waiting until I reach a certain size before I go shopping. I've got all these clothes in my closet. What would you say about waiting until they reach a certain goal to finally do some shopping for some clothing that fits?
Yeah, so I hear this from my clients too, and we've talked about this before, but I don't think it's wise, and I think we've agreed, to wait to feel good about yourself.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what size you are, it's more of, and what you do is about making people feel good and feel energized. It's not necessarily the number on the scale. In fact, she took my scale away at one point. But the same concept goes for clothes. So when you have a bunch of clothes in your closet that don't fit and don't make you feel good when you walk in your closet, it's the same concept. You're just not going to feel good. So, and that's kind of the angle I go at. I work with a lot of clients that are going from, sometimes very heavy to losing over 100 pounds. And
Right.
we have to dress that body all the way through, but that doesn't mean we're waiting until
Right.
100 pounds. So you're going to wait, a year,
Yeah.
if the minimum to lose that weight. And so why wait to feel good about yourself until you get to a goal weight? Because a goal weight is some people are motivated by that and some people aren't.
Very true.
So it's really about the way your clothes are fitting. And if you have a closet full of clothes that aren't fitting, you're not feeling good when you get up in the morning. So it's really about going into your day. Doesn't matter what size you are, but feeling really good about yourself. So
yeah, and I kind of see it as a transition. At least when I was, because I've been in this position, going from size like 24 to what I am now, which is changing a little bit all the time, but
not 24,
not size 24 anymore. You are actually transforming into a different person, and so along the way, that style needs to change a little bit with you as well, right? Because it's almost like you kind of have to reinvent yourself over again, and you can also do that through your clothing.
Well, and I was just going to say, it's your body changes. So even if, like, say you're holding on to those size, 4 jeans that you fit into in high school, if you've had babies or you've just aged in any way, shape, or form, your body is not going to be the same. Like, it's going to be dispersed differently.
Yes,
it's not
as a woman, right?
The fat is not going to go, and men too. I mean, men have this struggle too. But just that it's not going in the same places, people. It's kind of, it's shifting on down, it's shifting up, it's shifting out, like it's not going in the same places. So even if you do get down to a size 4 again, those same clothes may not fit you because you're not a teenager anymore. And
hence the reason that Melissa does not shop at Forever 21 with her daughters. It just doesn't work. We've already discovered that, right? So would you agree with me? I try to get clients as their clothes are starting to get too big on them and starting to not fit. I usually tell them, go through, get rid of them, because I think one of the downfalls of thinking, well, maybe that will fit me again someday. They've kind of just given themselves permission to fail and go backwards. And there's something very psychologically unhealthy about that.
Yes. And I went through a transformation myself, losing over 70 pounds, and it definitely went into different areas than before, but I found the same thing. I had to get rid of those bigger clothes that I'd worked so hard to get out of, and it's almost like a celebration. You want to celebrate the hard work that you've been doing, and that's why I encourage my clients not to wait until they reach their goal weight, because if you're doing it properly, you're setting small goals and you're meeting those little goals. And so, losing 10 pounds. I work really hard to lose 10 pounds, so I want to celebrate that, and it's a shift in mindset. So sometimes I hear that you want to get to that point before they're buying new clothes, but and there's 2 things. If you're losing a drastic amount of weight where your clothes aren't fitting, then okay, we need to change what you're wearing. But if you, like I had a client and she was losing weight, and so she needed a new leather jacket. Her leather jacket wasn't fitting anymore. I said, okay, a leather jacket is a big investment piece. So why don't you save, that can be your reward.
That's a good thought.
So instead of, old habits, instead of it being a food reward, then you are using that article of clothing.
Yes, all my clients are going, amen. Because that's actually something that, I really try to teach, is that whenever you even reach those small goals, you really do need to reward yourself. And so, one of those bigger pieces, you might need to wait so that it fits for longer. But definitely, why not reward yourself with some, clothes shopping? Yeah, it's a little bittersweet because it costs every time that you go in, but it absolutely will make up for itself when it comes to self-confidence, feeling good about yourself. It's an amazing concept. So another question, what about someone who's really struggling to figure out, especially as you've got a changing body, sometimes that your size is not a regular size that will fit at the store. You really struggle to figure out top to bottom. How do you figure out what's going to fit you best if you really can't figure out what size you are?
Well, and that is a struggle, because it's a struggle for almost every single woman. I think that is like we all have the same issues, and we just don't, for some reason, we don't talk about them. But one of the big issues that I find with my clients is they're, a medium top, but they're a large bottom, or vice versa. And so you really, you need to stop paying attention to the size. Because different retailers have different sizing. There's no standard in clothing for sizes. So it's really frustrating, and it really does something to us mentally. I could literally go buy a size 8 jeans in 10 different stores, and they would all fit differently. And so we need to let go of that preconceived notion that we need to fit into this size and this particular style, because it really, like, if it doesn't look good on you, then why are you wearing it? And it makes you feel bad if you're stuck on that size. And I hear this all the time. Well, I'm not a size 10, I'm a size 8. Well, in this brand, in this store, you are a size 10. So it's nothing personal. It
just needs to fit and look good on your frame.
Exactly. So I hope that answered your question.
I think so.
But letting go of the sizing is the big thing.
Something that, I just really didn't get for a very long time. And of course, I used to watch a lot of what not to wear. But what I love is talking about, it needs to fit you in certain locations. You can always have it tailored.
Yes.
So, if you find a pair of jeans that you love, buy them. Even if they're too long, you can have them tailored to fit you. If you have something is gapping in the top, get a slightly bigger size. You can always have it taken in.
Absolutely.
Where it meets your shape. So I do think that we get really, really stuck on sizes, and they really don't really mean that much. And if you shop the junior section versus the women's section versus petite section, I mean, it's overwhelming, right? But you can't look like that. You have to try it on, right? And you have to see what fits you and be okay with it. It's more about how it looks good on you, right?
Yeah.
It enhances your shape, and maybe hide some of the flaws that you're still not comfortable with. So those are great. Those are great things. Is there any tip that you would give people, or something that something that helps everybody as they're going shopping and starting to choose some things that might look good on them on their changing shape?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, like I said, don't get stuck up on the sizes, because your body is going to be changing as you're losing weight or gaining weight. I mean, if you're building muscle in certain areas, your body's going to feel different, and you fluctuates,
Yes.
So
the one who has 3 sizes in her closet
yes,
at all
exactly.
times.
That's a little different. That's okay, because you use them all.
Right.
But it's letting go of the sizes and also trying it on. Those are like my 2 biggest things. And I guess overall, like the thing that goes for everybody is love what's in your closet. Did everybody hear me? Love what's in your closet. If you don't love it, get rid of it. If your grandma gave it to you, if your mom gave it to you, you tell them that Faith told you that you can get rid of it. So.
And that Melissa backs her up.
Yes. So
if your trainer told you, you have to do it, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
That's been my experience.
Awesome. So one last question, and then we'll let you go, because I know you've got lots going on. She has a family just like I do, so craziness going on in our lives. But so is there any advice that you would give someone who maybe has kind of a limited budget, but does definitely need to replace some things in her closet?
Yeah. So my advice for that is just to replace one item at a time. And that goes back to that being a reward. So you can, say you really need to focus on losing just 10 pounds. So reward yourself when you lose 3 pounds, and because 10 pounds can really change a person depending on their frame. So, reward yourself and replace it one piece at a time, and, talk to your friends, like be open about it. I mean, it's an exciting time when you're losing weight and your friends want to celebrate you with you or your family, and talk to them about the sizes, because the chances are someone that has the sizes that you are needing, and you can do a swap.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So that's usually what I recommend to my clients, is they're doing a swap, and very, very rarely do I actually go and do a whole new wardrobe for someone. It's usually that we're using the things in their closet and we're doing what I call a transitional wardrobe. So I talk to them about their goals. If they're working with a trainer, we've had a couple clients that are mutual that we talk about what their goals are and how we're going to reward them. So we will totally gang up on people. And you just and it's really just to encourage them in their health goals, and to celebrate with them when they do reach a goal.
Definitely.
And so just one piece at a time, take it slow. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe, because that can be pricey.
Definitely.
And depending on your taste too. So just one piece at a time, take it slow, and really make sure that the things you're buying you love. So if you don't love it in the dressing room, you're not going to love it when you get home.
I would agree with
that.
How
many things do you have in your closet with tags on it?
Yeah, I have a couple. So, and I just want to add to that too, that, not everything, even if you do hit your goal, not everything that you love, like style-wise, may fit your body type. This is one girl who will not wear skinny jeans because, well, first of all, they just don't fit my quads. But
they don't fit her quads.
Yeah, they don't. But it's okay to find things that do look good on you. They should enhance your features and definitely make you feel good about yourself. That's that's what it's for. You all know what it feels like to walk out and you're having a great hair day and you're polished and you're wearing something that was oh yeah, I had to take that home. It makes you feel amazing. And not only does that give you power and confidence, but you you kind of enlighten the people around you as well, because you just rub off.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty powerful thing. So it's not just about you being confident, but about empowering others while you're at it. You just don't want to hide your light.
Well, and the worst possible thing, I think, is when you're losing weight and people don't notice.
Right.
Like, that's the worst.
Right.
So if you're losing weight and you're still wearing your old clothes, people aren't going to notice, which can be discouraging.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to...
You're hiding it.
You're hiding it. And a lot of times I think women do hide their bodies, and that's what I encourage women to, no matter how big or small they are, to really celebrate their body that they were given. I mean, there's a rhyme and a reason to all of that, and we want to celebrate the bodies that we have, and if they are changing, then we want to celebrate them in every stage.
Absolutely.
And that's what builds confidence, you know. So
and your body's working really hard for you.
Right.
I mean, even if you don't choose to fully love where you're at, you have to at least respect where you're at, because
it carries you.
It does. It carries you. So your body's important, and we're trying to be, our goal is to be healthy, not just on the physical level, but on the mentally and emotional level as well, because that is part of health. So I just want to tell Faith, thank you so much for taking
Thanks
her
for
time to
having
talk
me.
to everybody. It's wonderful. Gives me excuse to come and hug her. So pretty excited to be here, but I hope that helped you guys. I'm if you have questions, I see lots of people that I love popping up tonight. So thanks for tuning in tonight. You guys are awesome. And Adrienne tells everybody right now that you should treat yourself because you deserve it. And I absolutely agree with that. Have an incredible evening. And until next time, thanks again, dear.
You're so
I appreciate
welcome.
you. And we'll talk to you soon. And that's Q&A Wednesday.